Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Table of Entrepreneurs. Today we're going to be talking about how to open a bank account and what you need to open up a bank account. Stay tuned. All right, so what you need to open in a bank account, you need a government issued ID, and you'll also need some basic information and possibly a deposit depending on what bank that you're going to and what they require, okay? Now, when we talk about a government issued ID, some type of photo ID, so it could be a driver's license, it can be, a state ID, it could be a social security card, things like that. Now, some banks require that you make an initial deposit of $50. Some banks require that you make an initial deposit of $25, right? Some even have, a minimum requirement of $100 that you have to keep in your account, right? Each bank is different. We're going to talk about a couple of different structures of banks throughout this video. So go ahead and get your notepad, go ahead and get your pen and take some notes. You can open a bank account online, or you can go to a physical branch, right? So let's say, for example, I want to open up a Bank of America account. I'm not sponsored by Bank of America or anything like that. It's just the first bank that comes to my mind. Or a Wells Fargo bank account. I can do that online by setting up an account, or I can also go to the physical branch. So like I said earlier, you need a valid issued ID, photo ID such as a driver's license or a passport. Non-drivers can get a state ID at the Department of Motor Vehicles office if you need that in order to get your bank account set up. Other basic information that you'll need would be things such as your birth date, right? So hopefully you know that. If you don't, bring your birth certificate with you, verify that you were born on the day that you think you're born. Your social security number or a tax identification number and a phone number. So choose checking accounts if you want to pay your bills, write checks, or if you want to make debit card purchases. What to look for in a checking account? You want to look for no monthly fees or very low monthly fees. You also want to look for low or no overdraft fees. When you're creating a bank account, another thing that you can consider is a savings account. And why would you want to have a savings account? Well, a savings account will be there to help you build an emergency fund, but also be there if you want to put away money for a specific goal. And one of the biggest things that I think you should be looking for when you're looking or interested into a savings account is high interest rates. So something ideally 0.40% or higher. So if all this stuff is kind of new to you, you don't really know much about banks or savings and stuff like that, then what you can do is you can go to NerdWallet. Nor am I sponsored by them, but I just want to give you guys this information. You can go to NerdWallet, and on NerdWallet, you have the opportunity of comparing multiple different banks side by side to kind of see which one stands out, which one fits your needs. When picking a bank, you want to pick a bank that suits your specific needs. With that being said, if you're willing to consider online banks only, you'll likely find lower fees and higher interest rates. So what you can do is you can download the new smartphone apps for whatever bank that you're using. Again, not sponsored, but Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, et cetera, et cetera. So, hey, listen, I appreciate you guys joining me over here at Table of Entrepreneurs today. Hope you learned something. Hope you apply what you learned. And again, see you next time.